and arrogant sometimes that I can just do it with one character. You know, I feel like these two guys, they've just been around the block far too many times to think that they could ever just run it with one character. Even despite what we have to say about Sheik, I still think the character is good. Mr. R knows deep down he can pilot any character to top level efficiency, but he knows deep down I'm going to need that utility belt full of other characters.
There you go. Well, here we are, game number 1. Looks like we are going to get the Sheik Peach battle to kick things off. Of course, guys, it says top 128, so everything you're going to see on your screen is going to be contested under best of 5. So let's get this thing started, baby.
Yes, go ahead and lock it in right here. Who's going to draw blood first? And it seems like it's Peach backing it up in that dress the way that you're supposed to with those aerials, man. I expect we're going to see a lot of nair, a lot of down air, and a lot of back air just to safely space around Sheik. She has framed out of despair, bro.
Absolutely, man. Both of these characters obviously capable of some great combo potential, as Mr. R just demonstrates that, exploding right out the gate and ending it with a bounce fish. And then look at that, just going on a tear. And this is what Mr. R can do so well at any given point, just explode and smother you. But honestly, the same can be said for Peach, just trying to find her ground and footing right now. Turnip in hand, going to label her to kind of carve through a little bit and really put some damage on ball. I like that nair a lot. Great answers from Mr. R.
Yeah, very smart to put that leg out. And also, great presence of mind to set the tone early with the needles. I think sometimes that's an aspect of Sheik we kind of forget about. You know, again, I talked about it before, framed out of despair. Her normals, kind of uncontested in a lot of ways, but it's those needles that really sets the pacing, and you got to make sure you set that early versus Peach.
100%. You see Mr. R kind of taking his time. One thing about Mr. R, probably keeping in mind, like, yeah, even if there are opportunities where I can just accumulate a lot of damage, you don't want to get the character too far out of that kill range. You see it right there, being perfect for the setup off of the up tilt. Going to enable Mr. R to get that first stock. Well done. That's the one thing about Sheik, man. You can rack up that damage, but you want to keep him around those kill percents, those kill confirms. Make it not that much harder for you.
Hey, 100%, man. I got to give it to Mr. R. He's not dropping any opportunities, especially with a character like Sheik. Let's put it this way. He ain't knocking on any open doors. He's coming through, all right?
I'll tell you what, man. That get you in trouble in the hood. Gotta tell somebody, Rob.
More times than I'd like to admit.
But we done made it, baby. We live in Toronto. Great set unfolding right now. Mr. R really taking a commanding lead. Ling able to land that nair, but not going to be enough to put this stock away just yet. The struggle continues.
Oh, 100%. I think this is where Ling kind of, realizes their win condition a little bit more. Forwarder is going to be your calling. Nair's relatively safe on shield too. I think like -2 or something insane. But it's that forwarder, especially as these percents start to get high. 16 frame startup, but -8 on shield. Relatively quick for how hard that move hits, man.
Okay, so, Charles.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I was awake in Smash University. Okay, I was just at the back of the class.
There you go,
Pokemon
baby.
cards. I was awake.
He was in there. Don't play attention now. Trying to put this stock to sleep, though. Ling really struggling. Mr. R making it work. 135. Not routine to see Sheik live into this kind of percentage, but Mr. R is not your typical Sheik.
No.
That is for sure. And Ling is finding out the hard way in this game number 1.
That's right. He said European streets ain't dead, man. It just took me a little while to get over here, all right? I'm back on North American soil. And oh, my God, down smash right there. Almost being able to take that stock. It's looking really good. The needles! I told you once, I'll tell you again, man. Don't sleep on the needles because Mr. R going to wake that ass up.
I said I had to come out of my seat for that one. That was just immaculate. Just the strings right now. Combinations from Mr. R to really just dominate this opening game. And it ain't even close right now. Ling got to find something, get this offense cooking, because right now, it just ain't happening.
It ain't happening. Mr. R is in the kitchen with the right grease. I'll put it that way. Bouncing fish back onto the stage. And the nair right there for good coverage, Phil. I'm so glad you brought up the importance of that move.
Yes.
That is just a great spacing option. Great to cross up and also great on the approach, too, especially when you got the lead.
All right, finally, though, man, much overdue to get that first stock off. Can it be the start of something great? I think it might have even been a stitch just kind of tossed out there. So not getting any kind of advantage at all.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. The crown coming through. Okay, he signed up for Watch the Throne early, it seems.
So let me hold that real quick.
That's right.
You keep playing like this, you might just qualify.
Man, come on now.
Nothing wrong with that. Oh, we're going for it. Okay, just putting on the pressure. Oh, I like that turnaround with the up tilt. So smooth. Mr. R on another level right now. Not trying to discredit my man Ling, but good Lord.
That's right. And resetting the neutral right there with that standing jab. I feel like a slightly underutilized tool in Sheik's toolkit, but whatever the case may be right now, the corner control especially certainly belongs to Mr. R, which is such a weird thing to say. I mean, I think in a lot of cases, Peach kind of gets you caught down that corner. We've seen it with Ling. We've seen it with Mutace. It's going to be a tough time for the other side, but Peach right now really struggling right now to swing out of this disadvantage versus Mr. R here.
He has been absolutely on it. I mean, you could just tell coming into this too. It just seems like just really prepped for the matchup, right? You know what I mean? I mean, you have time to study a little bit. Mr. R clearly taking advantage of that, just running circles around Ling, who really is looking like the 2-stock is inevitable at this point. Going to take a hell of a miracle.
Oh my God. Okay, but in between a rock and a hard place right there, when that grenade comes out, it's in your best interest to try to clear space, but was able to jump in between and force Mr.R off stage. Sheik, of course, historically a very difficult character to edge guard. You know, she has tools for days to make it back.
And you know the crazy thing about it, Rod, is as explosive as this match has actually been, as much as they've been scrapping, we're actually at that 2-minute mark and still going. That bounce fish from that side of the stage is not going to be enough to kill, but only so much more that this stock is going to be able to hang on. And Mr. R still with a fresh one behind. Okay.
We'll take it. We'll take it. Look at him. He's like, all right, I
yeah,
gotta take it.
Yeah.
Hey, who knew?
Little up tilt right now. Usually we see it's the forward tilt. That's the easy setup right there. But up tilt getting the job done. Didn't think that would be a kill option. But I'll tell you what, when you're that high as Peach, something's got to give. Don't be mistaken now. That dress is mighty big, but her frame is quite slender.
That's right. You are 100% right. Ling right here, just a little cold to the touch right here, I think, as we kick this match off. Not exactly sure what that bracket run was before we got here. I know that there was a bit of a break, and hell, I was feeling a little bit of that break too. I know we were hounding for some Red Bull, so we're feeling it. I'd imagine these players got to be feeling it as well. So let's go and take a peek at these replays once more. There's the up air off the top of the screen. Of course, that's just tried and true. Sheik stuff 101 right there. Nothing out of Mr. R's wheelhouse. But this is where Ling started to wake up ever so slightly. And I mean, better late than never, you know, mind you, because hell, 175%. Are we going to reach sudden death percents? Damn it, take this stock.
Well, I hope he wakes up, because that was a damn nightmare I was watching, bro.
Man, hold on. 1-2, Freddy's coming for you, bro.
What's going on over here? And then look at this. That is the most unexpected. I don't think I've ever seen that move kill before. Mr. R even looking a little taken aback, but nonetheless, game one going to go to him. And let's see what game two has in store. Ling deciding FD is going to be the stage for battle number 2.
Okay. We know how this stage goes. No platforms, of course. So a counter pick to some characters. Some characters, this is home sweet home.
Yeah.
Very curious to see how these two right here are going to dish out the butt kicking here versus each other. This one's staying a little bit more airtight than what we've seen in game number 1. Love that dash attack. Floor is indeed lava. Things kind of going the way of Ling here.
I like what Ling's doing, though. A lot of aggression for sure. Don't want to kind of get caught in the same situation where you were just trailing the entirety of that last game. You know, sometimes you get in those deficits, those holes, just a little too hard to climb out of. You know what I mean? I think Ling obviously trying to avoid that. A much better start for sure. And Mr. R in those triple digits at the moment. But he's scrappy, man. He's going to do his best to crawl back and watch those nair approaches. Oh, wow. Just stuffing him out with the up smash.
Love that big read right there, too. I'm so glad you brought the importance of those aerials. Nair and back air most specifically. Of course, good way to set the tone, set the pacing of the match. Almost in a similar vein to Sheik's needles. But the trade-off is that when I go for back air up close and personal, it kind of gives off this false sense of security. It's not your turn to attack. Up smash is going to come out, or that'll come out as well, too, right there. Ling looking real good here in game number 2.
And I'm hearing this crowd, bro. Ling got a lot of supporters in that crowd. They definitely come to life when he's getting those stocks. So you can definitely tell. And a lot of crowd support, man. That can do a lot for you on a big stage like this, man. Because sometimes you can, you know, kind of attribute that first game maybe to a little bit of nerves as well. But once you start to settle in, that's when your offense really starts to flow. So Mr. R can ill afford to get comfortable as he is trying to get off this first stock. Not as easy as we saw in the last one, just a little bit out of range for that bounce fish to connect.
That's right, but still just as relentless as game number 1. 152% right now, really right now kind of struggling. We're starting to see a lot of these quicker normal options right here come out from Mr. R. A lot of down tilts to try to set up another aerial. Right now he's kind of disengaging, looking for these needles, but here's the problem right now. You've allowed the other side to get the lead, and this is just what Sheik absolutely hates in this game. It doesn't matter how big or small the character is. Once you get the lead on her, it just becomes that much more difficult, to crawl out of this deficit.
Absolutely, Rod. And really, basically, like, it's kind of funny. We're almost essentially seeing a complete 180 from that first game and how things have unfolded with these stocks at the moment. There, still not going to be another put away. Get those needles charged up. What can we do on this left side? Not too much. Just get swatted to the right.
Oh, my God. That forward air right there. Just taking no prisoners. Dash attack right there. Leaving a lot to be desired. What's going on here, Mr. R? Mr. R about to get put in the ER right now, man. Get back up on this ledge, bro. You scaring me. I'm getting scared.
No lies detected at the moment. Which way we throwing? Right off that stage. Oh, that's it. Yeah, wow. You catch right there. That dash attack. Unforgiving. And this is quite literally the reverse of what we saw in that first game. But Ling said, oh no, man, I might want to put an extra little stamp on that. Going for this potential 3 stock right now, Rod. And Sheik at that weight, Peach at that percentage with that rage, it is a very real possibility.
That's right. It is definitely not out of character for Peach to get a couple of these 3 stocks, but not if Mr. R has anything to say about it. Okay, shoes on the other foot, heels on the other foot at that right here for these two wonderful players. But we're going to see if Mr.R has what it takes and maybe try to claw his way out of that deficit. Maybe focus more on the ground game. Those needles, I'm loving it. Maybe lean into that frame 2 jab just a little bit more. Got a lot of success off of that in game number 1. Not quite seeing it here in game 2. God damn, that nair. So good.
Oh, he waited for that spot dodge, too. A lot of patience from Ling. He is certainly being rewarded for it.
Patience is certainly a virtue. As you can see here, Ling just letting the damage come to him. Okay. Oh, what the hell you doing? You just ran up and did it. Now, wait a damn minute, Ling. No, you did not.
That was actually nutty. Just kind of like bullied the shield a little bit and just came out with the nair to put the stock to rest. Goodness, Ling. And I'll tell you one thing about Ling. Always just that stone cold face, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just emotionless, man. Stoic. All right. He said, I'll save all of the expression for after I win.
That's right.
Can't celebrate too early, man. We've seen that happen to plenty top players, and we've seen how that turned out for him.
Never celebrate the case too early, man. I thought Melly knew that, but he must have known. They let his ass off.
His ass was smiling when he walked in the courtroom.
Can we talk about a judicial system? Can I stay in Canada, man? What the heck?
Right, Melly in these streets, I'm out of here.
The wrong one's getting released. Chad, if you know, you know.
You know. What's understood don't need to be explained. Why? I heard he beat the case. That was the first thing on my tee. I said, oh, streets done. I'm staying up here in the north. I'm out of here, bro. They got health care.
Coming back.
Good Lord, man. Damn. All right, man. Well, I'm going to go ahead and need a lawyer for how that last match wrapped up. I don't know what the heck was going on with Mr.R, but that's what game number 3 is for. That's right, friends. If you're just tuning in, we are in the best of 5 territory. This is what all these talented players fight long and hard to get to, okay? It's serious business up here.
No doubt about that, man. Just really an excellent showing from both these guys, too, right? You look at how Mr.R dominated that first game, and then Ling immediately turning the page to deliver a 2-stock in return to Mr.R. So this game number 3 definitely setting up to be a memorable one if they actually start. I don't know what's going on up there. Little technical difficulties.
Maybe they out there discussing the case, too.
They figure something.
You think he did it? That's crazy.
Somebody sequestered that TO.
Right. Man, I'm loving this audience right here. Starting to fill up right here as we round out day number 2. This is the money day, of course. This is what we sell tickets for. Let's go and take a look at these replays here, courtesy of House at 3K. Ledge control right there. We talked about that near game number 1, Phil. I'm so happy you brought that up. But too much booty in the dress. It is a tale as old as time and a tune as old as song right there for Ling's behalf.
Honestly, when he got that stock, did not look back. You see that, just perfect execution with the dash attack, just the timing. The timing for me in game number 2 was everything for Ling. Definitely enabled a lot. Look at this. A little bit of bully ball right there, but it is going to go to favor of Mr.R on that exchange. But they would inevitably end up running that situation back. And well, you'll see what's about to happen in just a moment.
That's right.
See, look at this. Look at this. Get your what? Run up on. Show it again, damn it. He said, get your.
Boy, if you don't. Damn, man.
Turn him looking like, what I do?
What I got to do with this? Why am I in this? All right, looks like you may have tried to cool each other off right there. Let's see if that'll come to one side's betterment and one side's detriment. We'll see how that one plays out here. Ling right here with the immediate answer back and a strong answer back at that, too. It ain't very many players I can do that on Mr.R. I'm going to put it that way.
Somebody just sent me a message on Messenger. All I see is it said, you see what happened to Cosmos? I'm not opening it, man. I don't want to know.
That's right. Go home and be a family man. Get back to your podcast.
Oh, my goodness. It's Cosmos out. All right, here we go. Game number 3 should be a very telling one for sure. I mean, just a dominant performance for Mr.R in game 1, Ling in game 2. So something's got to give for game 3.
That's right.
That's for sure. And this is still best of 5 on top of that.
That's right. We got a lot more of this set right here to play out. But let's see how this one right here on Kalos plays out for both of these two individuals. Now, of course, we get shades of Final Destination here. Not quite cut from the same cloth. We got those two dangerously placed platforms right there on the right and left side. Sometimes you think they're your friends, but given the right character-player combination, you will find out that that was ill-advised. Okay, F-tilt nair, double nair right there, 2000 Nickelodeon vibes. Come on, bro.
Oh, nice flick. Ling trying to bait him a little bit. Oh, the combinations, though. Let's go. And then watch Ling's usage of that turnip so good. And these nairs, though, bro. He is not shying away. The aerial control right now from Ling looking exceptional. Mr.R, though, finding his way in there. See if he can punish this landing a little bit. No, Ling just going to swing first and swing harder.
That's right, man. One thing about Ling, he said, I'm on a swing, bro. Don't play with me. Now, here's the problem right here that I think Mr.R, we see them kind of run into time and time again. Such a strong start, but that scrappy nature that you're supposed to have with most characters in the game when it comes to taking away stocks, She can't really lean into that play style. It has to be pure finesse to the very end. The minute you start to trade with Ling, it's going to be a bad time.
Yes, Sheik is a very surgical character, right? Like, you have to know you have to know exactly your options and pick your spots very well, which is something Mr.R does incredibly well, which is why Sheik does complement his play style for sure. You see him able to kind of overcome that rocky start and now trying to go on a bit of a tear for some additional damage with this stock lead. It is a fragile one for sure, which is why you see Ling being so aggressive, just trying to catch a stray hit, knowing that that low weight of Sheik can always betray the character. Oh my goodness, but the openings Mr.R forcing right now.
That's right, definitely in the training room right now. Ling looking like sandbag here, getting taken from one end of the stage, clear to the other side. Nice, letting him swing big. I liking what I'm seeing right there from Ling. Just throwing out the raw up smash just in case Mr.R wants to jump in with the short hop nair or back air, but of course Mr.R too poised of an individual to give him any sort of leeway there. Okay, another fair. Oh, don't even think about taking. Keep the crown on.
I'm saying.
Keep it on.
Look at the aggression, finesse right now, exclusive. Actually, I thought Ling called that jump for Mr.R, but the back air just not connecting. So maybe getting a little bit of a reprieve, but finally gonna clashing arrows, gonna benefit Ling. And not down too much, right? This is percent that Peach can certainly make up with the right combination.
Oh, God, yeah. She breaks that zone right there. She getting between Sheik and them needles. It could be a bad time for Mr.R. And they are certainly well aware of it, courtesy of that bouncing fish. Great stuff right here from Mr.R. Looking real powerful as we round out this game number 3. Okay, Ling in the corner, just disengaging a little bit, kind of taking the page out of Mr.R's book, knowing that, hey, it's okay to lean into my specials right now. I'm bleeding out. Nothing wrong with slowing down the pace of this match and really getting my ducks in a row here. Okay, nice. Rapid jab right here, just, again, chiseling away.
It is so interesting how they've just been kind of like letting the pendulum swing back and forth between the games. This could be a huge opportunity for Ling, though. Nice 46% tacked on. Can you do something big with it, though? Keep that percent mild, and you might still have a chance in this one.
I want to see Ling maybe lean a little bit more into like that short hop back air into, okay, now Sheik, because of the sheer nature of her frame data, she thinks it's her turn to attack. Boom, I'm going to go for up smash. That time went for an up smash. Mr.R was able to maybe stuff that one out a little easier, but back air, that false sense of security attached to that move, it is dangerous, man.
I think Mr.R's ability to kind of wait for that move and then punish afterwards, helping him out a little bit, trying to do some more damage, but I'll tell you what, if you lose this stock and Ling's only sitting around like, what, 60, 70, it is far from a guarantee that this game 3 is going to go your way. So some more damage definitely needed. Ling giving some opportunities, maybe unintentionally, for him to accumulate some more. Ramen on the hunt, charging up those needles. Always moving, never staying stationary. Make you guess a couple times which way you want to swing.
That's right. The footwork is immaculate. Got to keep it as ambiguous as humanly possible right here, because Ling Peach, that's a cut and dry gal right there. Less is certainly more with her. You know what she's looking for. It's just so strong of a thing, and her toolkit is hard to work around. Even for a character as quick as Sheik, nothing off the bouncing fish.
Good grief.
Okay, but I can't say they're going to survive another one of those. That down tilt is on the ready. Okay, another bouncing fish for your troubles. I love the grenade right there, force you to recover high. There's the up tilt you've grown to love right there in that last game.
That up tilt was beautifully executed. Look at this, the bouncing fish to finish it, and yes, it is. Revisiting shades of game number 1, Mr.R takes the third with another 2 stock, 1 away from continuing on in winners.
That's right. We got ourselves a set here, friends. These are the matches that you buy spectator passes to see, okay?
I'm saying.
Ling and Mr.R putting on an absolute show. Round of applause all the way around, but hey, like Kobe Bryant said, the job ain't done yet, okay?
Not
we still
done
got
yet.
a couple more matches left to play. Damn, man. That was a set if I've ever seen it. And you know what? It was so good. We got to throw the replay on it. Let's get it.
Got to throw it out there, man. Again, it's all about, you know, that's what we're noticing, right? It's all about who gets that big start first, right? Down tilt, up air, obviously, in the right percentage frame to make sure that that is going to be enough to kill. And then Mr.R from there was just like, I'm not even looking back right now. I got the nairs, I got the bounce fishes, I got the lead, and guess what? I got the game.
That's right, man. I got the keys as that as well, man.
Talk to him, man.
Let's go ahead and get it. Potential final game right here for Ling. I'd like to see this go to a game 5. I'm sure Mr.R doesn't want to hear that, but hell, these two players have been putting on such a great performance. One can't help but to wonder what would go down in the game 5. Short hop forwarder to kick off the match.
It's funny anytime you say this, like, it's not a knock to say, hey, you know, we don't want you to do well. It's just an appreciation for how well the set has already been, and these two have definitely been throwing out some big haymakers. Expecting a big game here from Ling, though, if the trend does continue between them alternating dominance between games, but hey, Mr.R is thinking to himself, you know what? It's about time to break that trend, man.
That's right. I got to tap into that top player, you know, part of my brain that everybody has grown to love from me. throughout the last decade and some change too. I almost forget sometimes Mr. R has been playing for so long, but hey, same could certainly be said for Ling as well too. Of course, no slouch, has definitely been around the block a couple times, and you can see right here why they got that first game on board for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, Ling's been playing since Brawl too.
That's
right. They are both, old Brawl heads for sure. For Mr. R though, it's like he found that damn fountain of youth.
Man,
I see why they ain't let you back. You ain't getting that through customs.
Man, come on, bro. They said black don't crack. I don't know what's going on with Mr. R, but damn it, he looks good up there too.
I'm saying, go ahead, Aladdin. You look good, boy. You look good.
You look good.
You look good. Oh, the gameplay looking pretty good too, Rod. Pretty good too.
That bouncy fish, man, it takes no prisoners right here, and I got to give it to him. He knows Sheik off stage, nothing to be trifled with. And whether it's her recovering or her dishing out the butt kicking, she spends just enough time off stage to really get up underneath Peach's skin. And as you can see right now, Ling's starting to bleed out a little bit. There's another down throw, double back air. But that forwarder right here busting up the fun. And again, that move, not the fastest move in the world, but semi-safest on shield as well too. But damn it, ain't a shield big enough in the world to stop what Ling's bringing.
Rod, you ain't telling no lies right now. Mr. R got to be careful getting back to the stage. You're getting tossed around a little bit, but still, as long as the stock is intact, it's all good for now. See how he approaches through this turnip. A lot of pressure being thrown out by Ling, but Mr. R able to fade it all. And look at that. Continuing to find opportunities to swing. He's so quick. That back air just striking.
Oh!
Hold on now.
Whoa. Hey, you can't hang out here, bro. No loitering. You got to buy something or you got to go. Damn, man, that was clean.
Getting wild out here.
That's right, hanging out at the ledge right there, and of course, Ling certainly making them pay for it. Nice, gets the parry, kind of letting the damage come to them this time, liking this bit of patience that we're starting to see. Again, it's not out of Sheik's nature. Sometimes get a little button happy. She can do that. The frame data speaks for itself. Okay, but Peach, sooner or later, she's going to start to throw that weight around a little bit more. At 118%, certainly working with a lot of rage here. Yeah, oh, look at the parries, though.
You can see Mr. R definitely looking for a setup right there. Something maybe off a down tilt would be sensational. Nair bouncing fish towards the ledge as well, trying to find an opening. Ling trying to keep the defense pretty solid though. I like the back air again. This is where Mr. R can strike with the bouncing fish. Not able to connect. Big opportunity for Ling. Maybe if he can settle back in.
Yeah. Question is a matter of when right now. I feel like this match starting to trail a little bit out of control. This is certainly that territory where I feel like Mr. R is very comfortable. He knows, yeah, I mean, you're at 168%. I don't really have the sheer output of strength to get this stock taken away I want to, but I can still keep nickel and diamond and just chiseling away right here at the gameplay that is Ling. So it looks like it's starting to work. Sooner or later, you're going to have to take a stock here and fast. And Mr. R said, I hear you loud and clear, Rod.
I'll say what, you put out the call, you know he's going to answer. You ain't got to worry about that. The R don't stand for ring.
Man, no, that's right. Okay. Oh, I like that. Almost getting impeached off the ledge right there, unfortunately enough. Was still able to survive here for a little while longer. The grenade with the coverage. And I'm loving this here from Mr. R, knowing how to milk this second stock for everything it's worth.
100%. Oh, even with the miss on the needle, still able to come down and get some additional damage. This is where Mr. R really just going off and just throwing that grenade right in your face. This is a man, Rod, playing with extreme confidence, is completely fearless, and understanding he is on the doorstep of getting this game number 4. Ling has got to respond quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And in a hurry right there, because I tell you what, you let this match start to play out like this, and Mr. R is going to be the one to close it down. Nothing off the bouncing fish, but I appreciate the attempt. This is why I think it's starting to kind of get under Ling's skin. It's the recovery. When the match is on stage and they're scrapping, Ling's very much at home, very comfortable tossing out that back air, and most notably that nair right there. That's how you get in between Sheik and those needles. But it's the off-stage press. It's coming back to that ledge.
100%.
That nair, that back air, and that bouncing fish right there just kind of puts a thorn in Ling's recovery system.
Yeah. Ramen's usage of aerials in this particular set has just been incredible. Ling finally able to put it to rest, but we got a little bit of a hill to climb. Peach certainly does have the tools to do just that, but as hot as Mr. R has been playing, it's going to take a lot. Let's see if we can kind of just cool down this offense to start with. A couple of back airs, not a bad way to answer him. We're starting to see Mr. R on this last stock really utilizing that down air.
That's right. And you want to mentally let your opponent know, I'm letting the match trail on like this because I still have a game plan, not because I'm struggling to KO. I feel like that fork in the road sometimes is very difficult for Sheik to sort of navigate right now. That 132 can certainly come back to haunt you, but it ain't going to be on the winner's side of bracket for Mr. R. Great stuff here. Looking real powerful, bro.
Love what we saw between those two. Again, the execution from Mr. R was just so on point. Every hit mattered, right? It led to another combination. It led to those strings. It led to those positions where he could do those closing blows and kind of eliminate that age-old trope where, you know, Sheik can't kill. Well, maybe yours can't.
Yes,
Mr. R is a little different.
Mr. R is
a little different.
Cut from a different cloth than Hyrule, man. My Sheik can kill you. Y'all stay safe.
There you go.
All right. Wow, clean stuff right there, and what a phenomenal way to kick off this top 128 right there. We had two absolute brawl legends still letting these people know that they have both found the fountain of youth. But it seems like when it comes to that reactionary time, when it comes to that young man scrappiness, Mr.R just a little bit more tapped in than Ling. Ling fans, fret not.